Welcome in, everybody. It's New Stuff Tuesday. Got all sorts of stuff on our show today. We're going to talk racing at the Nashville Fairgrounds racetrack, and we have got the Nashville 500 Sprint race coming up this weekend. And coming up, we got a wonderful conversation. We're going to check in with Dylan Fetcho, who is right now leading the track, and he is in the late model, and he's so young to have accomplished so much. He started racing at the age of 4. Yeah, okay. We got that coming up. Plus, we've got another installment of Ask the Chiropractor with Dr. Wendy Toohey from the Gill Center in Franklin in the Watson Glen Shopping Center. It's where I'm going. I tell you what, it's amazing when your back gets worked back into the right place. You get your sense of balance back. Amazing. Plus, we're going to Franklin, and there's a meeting of Kitty Hall. Well, all that and more. So stay tuned.
On a person's first visit, because they would come in and they would meet with one of the doctors. It would typically be me. We would do an examination. We would take some x-rays. Potentially we would do some neurological findings depending on what's going on with that person. We would review their x-rays together. If they have any MRIs or imaging of their own, we always like to review those as well and make comparisons, because sometimes they can be a year or two old, or more information is always better, but not necessary. And for that initial visit, we do a special of $49 just to see what's happening with someone, and to talk about what possibilities they may have for help that they may not have known was an option for them.
Did you know that up to 80% of us will experience back or neck pain during our lifetime? Many of you are offered surgery or addictive pain pills to relieve your chronic pain. At the Dr. Gill's Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief, we have been leading the way to better health, naturally, and have helped tens of thousands of people right here in Middle Tennessee for the past 30 years.
I came to Dr. Gill about 10 years ago after my local doctors recommended surgery. I knew about Dr. Gill and wanted to see if he could help me. 10 years later, I am pain-free, no surgery, and no pain pills.
Surgery is scary, and over 40% of all back surgeries fail, creating a cycle of surgery and pills. There is a safer solution to your chronic pain. Make the call to the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief today and get your life back. This office visit is normally $299, but call today and receive your initial consultation, report of finding for just $49. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Call 615-768-8743. That's 615-768-8743.
And smoke will roll at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as America's favorite short track roars back to life Saturday, July 29th with the return of high-speed, non-wing open-wheel sprint cars for the first time in almost 20 years. The Pro Door Manufacturing 40 joining the 500 Sprint Car Tour will be the Jake Sari All-Stars Tour presented by Chevrolet Performance. Plus, all 6 local quarter-mile divisions. Get your tickets for the return of high-octane racing action at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway Racing.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And I'm here with Dylan Fetcho, who is the current leading track champion. And from 20 and 22, you were the track champion. And I mean, I don't speak racing, but I'm going to tell you something. My first time to see the Nashville Fairgrounds races, I watched you win.
Really?
And then I ended up at Chili's in Lebanon at the end of the night, because you know that I just liked the little feel there. And I was sitting there talking, and I was having fun talking to this lady that was there. And I said, she and I were just having a great conversation, and she was bragging about her kid. And I realized it was the night you won, and we all left and went to Lebanon Chili's. So I got to know, I know your mama, and I tell you what, she's so proud of you. She can hardly stand it. And I am too.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah. She's always been very supportive of me, and yeah, she's very proud. So,
well, racing is it's a family thing. The family has got to be involved. When did you get into racing? You were just a little tyke when you started, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 4 years old, so I could barely say a full sentence, honestly.
And how did it start for you as a 4-year-old? I mean, what was some of your jobs, and what did you do?
So I started racing dirt go-karts at like all the county fairs around Tennessee. So that was really the main start of it, was on dirt. So after that, I got a quarter midget when I was 5.
Well, you have just grown in the sport, and your whole family is involved. Okay, what's Mama's job on the racing team?
She comes later in the day because it's kind of a long day. We get there early in the morning, and then qualifying's usually after lunchtime or so. So she'll get there around then and just kind of hang out with us.
And then what's Dad's job?
He's pretty much the crew chief and kind of he looks over everything, and he stands on top of the pit box during the race.
To win so many times through the years, and you're only 22 years old.
Yeah, 22, about to turn 23.
Oh my gosh, but it's become your lifestyle and your life. And let's talk about this weekend. What are you looking forward to? Who is going to be your biggest competition? Who are you going to be looking? I don't know if you look in the rear view or not. Do you?
No, we try not to. But we got some stiff competition this weekend for sure. It'll be Hunter Wright, Jackson Boone, a few of my local friends that I've raced with for a long time. So right now we're leading points, and hopefully we can keep it that way.
Now, okay, what I know of racing is mostly from Talladega Nights. Do you really have any of the track issues? You know, the real, like, is there somebody who's the bad guy on the track? Do you have any of those feuds that go on the racetrack?
Yeah, every now and then you'll have some rivals, but we try to get along with everybody and just have a good time.
You know that phrase, I think it was Robert Duvall, who is in that movie, a racing movie, that said, if you ain't bumping, you ain't racing. Have you had a big wreck? Have you experienced that?
Yeah, I've been in a few wrecks. Here lately, not really, but yeah, through my career, I've been in a few pretty bad ones.
What are the things that keep you safe? I mean, I know that everybody looks at that, and then the driver will jump out of a vehicle and they'll be fine, and you know, the car may explode or whatever, but they're fine. What are the safety things that you do?
Yeah, like you said, it's pretty dangerous, but your adrenaline kind of keeps you going. And but yeah, we wear a 5-point harness and a helmet and neck restraint and the whole deal, fire suit and everything. So you're definitely safe in the cars.
Oh, that's just amazing. How do you know you're good at racing? I mean, you know, it's kind of like that. I always say cliff diving and racing are kind of the same. You kind of just jump into it and you don't know till you do it if you're actually good at it.
Yeah.
Starting at 4, you were kind of fearless from the get-go. How did you realize that you were good? Just because you started winning?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You got to have experience. You got to have everything come together and work together to have a successful racing career. So it's not all just on the driver. It's not all just the car. You got to kind of have everything work together.
Okay, I know that you can't do racing without people joining in. It's a really expensive sport. So who are some of the sponsors that take you to the track?
Yeah, for sure. We couldn't do it without them. We've got our U.S. tank on the hood of the car. Then we've got Hunter Industrial on the quarters. Those are our main 2 sponsors that help us a lot. And then we got Haley Vet. They're local in Lebanon. Yeah, and just so many people that kind of help us around, even if it's not just money, just all the people that support us.
Well, I know I'm from Lebanon, and I know who I'm going to be pulling for in this race. And I'm so excited for you. You make me so proud. And I mean, I don't know a lot about racing, but I will say that it just thrills my heart to watch such a family experience happen every weekend. Because it's not just you and your family. Everybody that's involved in racing has their families involved. Their family is there supporting, and they're all part of it. How can they follow you? I know that you've got to have an Instagram page or a Facebook page that can follow you.
Yeah, Dylan Fetcho 89 is my personal, and then Dylan Fetcho Racing on Facebook and Instagram.
Do you ever do any signings and go out and meet the crowd? Are you going to have anything this weekend that people can come and meet you? I know the kids want to meet you.
Yeah, nothing this weekend is planned, I don't think. Usually we'll have some local events here in Lebanon throughout the year, and we were just at the big race at the Super Speedway, so just all those local events you can kind of look for us.
Well, I think there's no stopping you. Now, let's talk real quick before we get out of here. The Pro Late Model. I don't know the difference in those. What's the difference, and what are some of the races that we're going to see at the Nashville Speedway this weekend?
So the Pro Late Model they call it their top division of the Fairgrounds. So we're on the big track, the 5/8 mile track, it's like the step right before you step into the truck series in NASCAR. So they're technical cars, and they're very fast.
Is that your next dream, is the NASCAR and the truck series?
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely, I think it's everybody's goal to end up there, but it takes everything to come together, and especially your sponsorship.
Dylan, what's it like to race on that historic track? Because the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, I mean, people like Sterling Marlin and old DW, Darrell Waltrip, I mean, they really cut their teeth on that track. Do you kind of feel the spirit of all those legends as you start your engine?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what everybody talks about, is how much history is there and all the big names that race there. And like you said, Sterling, we raced with him a few years ago. He was still racing at that time. So yeah, it's very cool to be there.
Well, I can't thank you enough for your time today, and God bless you. Where are you right now? Because I see the cars in the background. Do you have a garage where you keep all your race cars in the same spot?
Yeah, I'm in the race shop. We got our 2 cars, and then we keep Bryson Schaffer's cars in here too.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, just because your name is not common, do you have a body shop that's also in Lebanon as well, your family?
Yeah, Dad owns that collision center. It's next to the old outlet mall.
I thought so. I said, that has to be them. Well, he's certainly got some experience in fixing a car if you have a ding or a knock somewhere, doesn't he?
Yep,
Well, Dylan, thank you for your time today. The best. I don't know if you say good luck for the race, but thumbs up and be safe. And I know that when that checkered flag goes, I hope that you're the nose of your car is going across it first.
Oh, well, I hope so too. Thank you.
Take care, Dylan. Bye-bye.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
And we're ready for item number 6, the continuation of Kitty Hall Resolution 123456789 Lifes. The item is a public hearing, and we welcome representatives from the Williamson County Animal Center.
Thank you, Meower Moore and Alder Cats and Kittens. Dozens of Franklin residents have adopted cats and kittens through Kitty Hall, and we'd like to continue that tradition.
I understand you hold the event in the room City Hall employees call the fish bowl. Why would you put cats in a fish bowl?
It's a big room with a big view, so if there's an overflow of adopters, they can see the action before coming in.
I always try to look at the numbers. What is the cost for this event?
I'm happy to say that the only cost is for the adoptions, which is $25 for cats or kittens.
I have another speaker card from Mr. DOG.
Now, I'm just a simple dog, but I think I speak for us all when I say anything that provides more space for us, the Animal Center, I support. I'm a dog.
Time to vote. I need a motion.
Meow.
Is there a second?
Meow.
Ready to vote? All in favor?
Meow.
Motion approved.
Join us for Kitty Hall, July 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. inside City Hall.
Where'd all this?
Your favorite place? What is it?
Trying to find fertilizer. Interesting. Tomatoes. That's what we say too. Or sometimes just maters. What about this fish plant food? That's what I was wondering. Does that just...
And what I would do is leave it go with 045, 060. That gives you all your phosphate and potash.
Now, this might be taboo to ask, but is it organic or is it...
No, but we have some organic stuff.
I would prefer organic. Just in case, you know.
Here to here is organic.
Anything. Oh, good. I saw that one. What? We've got one of those in the cabinet right now.
Right there?
Yep.
Well, let's put that other one back.
Okay. We have one, a tomato blossom spray, so at home. What about neem oil? Oh, so that's not fertilizer. This looks like this is to kill bugs.
That old brain does a whole lot more than
Malaria. We have to prevent against malaria. You got one. I don't know what happened to it.
I don't either, but we don't have it to use.
You can hit me with it.
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it. But no, they don't. There's no such thing as dragons. I swear, I saw it. It had huge claws. Get out of here. It had eyes as big as the moon. Come on, I'll show you. Wait up. Do you hear that? We're almost there. Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I am the creator, formulator, and founder of Moonbeam Skincare, a plant-based vegan botanical skincare line that is a retinol alternative and also a retinol supportive line. So if you're looking for support while you're going through your retinol journey, this line is perfect for you. Or if you're looking to remove retinol from your skincare routine, we have a retinol alternative skincare products that you can use and replace those with. Why did I start Moonbeams? Well, after 2 autoimmune diseases and being on this steroid treadmill cycle with traditional dermatology, I knew there was something better out there. I received a certification in cosmetic formulation. I started Moonbeams. Next thing we know, we're an award-winning skincare brand. So take a look, check us out. We're at www.moonbeams.com. And when you buy using the code WORTH20, you'll get 20% at checkout.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
I wanted to be a chef before I could even spell it. I came on to the Twain's family about 4 years ago. We brew in-house and local sustainable products as much as possible. I want you to come in and then I want you to be comfortable and enjoy the food that you have. I love creating food. It's putting little pieces of yourself on a plate and hoping people enjoy it.
Find great chefs in grocery stores serving fresh, antibiotic-free chicken at SpringerMountainFarms.com.
A new monument honors the unmarked graves of enslaved people at Evergreen Cemetery.
We wanted to put a monument out here in memory of those African Americans that are buried here, as well as the enslaved, that a possibility that they're buried here as well.
Ellen, Philippe, Fanny.
Section M of the cemetery was once the only place where African Americans could be buried in Murfreesboro. Through a partnership between the African American Heritage Society of Rutherford County and Oakland's Mansion, a memorial was unveiled.
This is a victory today, and you can't have a victory unless you've gone through something. Victory is at the end of struggle, so I'm just so elated today.
The original owner of the property was Dr. James Manny of Oakland's Mansion. He sold 20 acres of his land to the city for a new public cemetery in 1872. The graves in Section M are the oldest graves at Evergreen.
The monument itself, putting it up in their memory to let them know that they're gone but not forgotten.
This monument was possible through the dedication and hard work of the African American Heritage Society and Oakland's. Evergreen Cemetery is located on Greenland Drive. For City TV, Michael Lynn White.
We've had docks catch on fire, actually one right back there several years ago caught fire. We're able to put it out. We've had a boat wreck on this dock over here several years ago where we're able to get the victim and the boat stopped.
So we suck in water from the lake and we shoot it out. So depending on what the throttle's set on, depending on what the gallons per minute we need to do, depending on what the tip is set on, so we get as close as we can. So say the back of that house was on fire, or the back deck or dock, we would pull up as close as we can and safely be able to shoot water from there without having to get directly on top of it.
The fire that we had a couple years ago on the marina was essentially all these docks right here. So the fireboat was on the other side spraying water on the big houseboats that were on fire and trying to keep it off the other boats while the crews were getting hand lines down here to fight it. So you name it, it can happen. Folks break down and they start drifting. If it's getting late at night, we can go assist them. Kayakers get out here, get lost, get stuck in a current, and just get overpowered. We've been able to pick them people up and help them also. I've grown up on Old Hickory Lake since I was a little kid. You know, I duck hunt, I fish. I'm out here having a good time like everybody else when I'm off. So this has kind of luckily fell in my lap to be able to run in and take care of it. I do enjoy it. It's one of the perks of the job. You know, we've got the best job in the world, and this is just part of it.
I love that there is a firefighting team that works on Old Hickory Lake, don't you? That's brought to us by our Gallatin News folks in our city of Gallatin. Now it's time to talk about 50 Forward. 50 Forward helping seniors around Middle Tennessee with activities and fun things, including the new Join All of Us research project.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us research program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Got a bird in the house. Oh, yeah, buddy!
The COVID kids are fearless. They're not bothered by a bird. So I'm just going to get him and put him out. That's how it works. That's how it do. I love that. For our daily giggle today, brought to us by 50 Forward. Now it's time for a motivation moment. I love this guy.
Stop scrolling. My sister, let me pray for you. Dear Heavenly Father, I'm praying for the woman on the other side of this phone. God said your storyline is about to change. You've been going through hell lately, but God said now you're about to prosper, you're about to win, you're about to overcome. Do not give up, my sister, for this is a season where you win if you faint not. This is a season where you get everything that God has for you if you do not throw in the towel. God said he's about to elevate and bless you more than you can even imagine. My sister, God heard your prayers. He has not forgotten about those things you asked for. God said if you seek and you knock, the door shall open. So I pray in this moment, my sister, that whatever door you knock on, it will swing open the moment you walk up to it. My sister, I pray that you will not give up. I pray that you will understand that you may bend, but you will never break. God will not allow the devil to get the victory in your life. My sister, you're incredible. You're strong and you wise. And I know there's some days where you don't feel like you're beautiful, where you don't feel strong, where your intellect seems to be out the window, where your courage seems to be shot. But the Lord said he's going to restore, and he's going to refresh some things in your life. May the anointing of God fall fresh upon you and restore your joy and your happiness. My sister, you're going to win. You're going to prosper. This is your season to get everything that God has for you. Send this to one sister that you're praying for. In Jesus' name we do pray.
I just got tears in my eyes. I just don't know who needs to hear that today, but I hope that it fell on good, fertile soil and that it made your day just a little bit better. Hey, would you like to win a family membership to the Nashville Zoo? Well, the dragons are coming, and here's how to see it. As the giant dinosaurs of Dino Trek leave the Nashville Zoo, make way for the Komodo dragon. Yes, the dragons are coming. The dragons are coming, and right now, you can register to win a household membership to the Nashville Zoo, the easiest way to see these real-life giant lizards in real life. July 24th through August 13th, go to any Main Street Media of Tennessee website for any of our local papers, and your family might be on their way to a zoo membership. The dragons are here, and you can be too. Brought to you by the Nashville Zoo and Main Street Media Television.
The name Canonsburg Village immediately brings to mind visions of history and celebrations of times gone by. But would you connect the name to coloring, playing games, or puzzles? Well, if you don't, you should. You see, this summer, Canonsburg has expanded the activities on the calendar to include a little bit more than usual. And today it began with story time and coloring.
And the white bear is trying to drive the people away out of the north. So the little boy fell fast asleep.
Historic Canonsburg Village represents approximately 100 years of early Tennessee life from the 1830s to the 1930s, which makes today's story selection more fitting because it came from the early 1900s. And with that, children of all ages gathered around to listen to the story brought to life by today's storyteller.
I have made so many people happy, said Appleseed John with a smile.
After sharing a story, everyone was invited to spend additional time under the shade trees coloring pictures and playing games. One of the biggest hits was the homemade checkerboards. And for those waiting their turn, it provided the perfect opportunity to look around. Self-guided tours are free. If you want to add Canonsburg to your to-do list this summer, start with Wednesdays in July, where you'll find family games and activities in the village. And all you need to do is bring your family and friends. Just look for the gazebo. The fun starts at 10 a.m. The village is open 6 days a week, and while it hosts a number of planned programs, it's also open to those looking to enjoy the warm weather and take in the sights at their leisure. Canonsburg Village offers something for individuals and groups of all ages. Programs include informational classes, crafts, history, and preservation. And don't forget, in July is also a place for family games and activities. For more information, check out the city's website where you'll find Canonsburg's monthly calendar, their Facebook page, or give them a call at 615-890-0355.
Well, that's our show for today. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. And don't forget, Historic Canonsburg for Kids is tomorrow on Wednesday. Don't forget, you're loved. I don't ever want you to forget that.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do